What up, y'all? DCFAYGOGUY. 1 year ago today, Mayday dropped minutes at midnight. Now, last year around March, I had plans to do, the whole month of March was supposed to be doing reviews of the Mayday discography. A lot of people really, I didn't get much reaction on the video where I announced that. I don't know if it's my audience that doesn't really give a shit about Mayday, if it's juggalos that don't give a shit about Mayday, but it seems like Mayday is kind of developing a cult following, which sucks because I think they're fucking dope. But anyway, last March, I ended up running into computer problems and never ended up doing that plan, the whole idea of doing a whole month of Mayday reviews. And I figured if there was any good time to drop the review for Minutes at Midnight, which is their latest release, it was on the anniversary. So obviously that is the front there. This is the last Strange Music release where they did it with the little EPs that they put out. I was fucking with every single one of them when they put it out. I know I've said in the past I don't really mess a lot with singles, which is true, but the little EPs that they were doing, I was all over them, and in a lot of ways doing that always kind of hurt my first listen into the album because, you know, there's tracks on the album that you've already heard so many times because of those EPs. You just kind of skip ahead to the new ones, the fresh ones. With this particular album, though, I didn't have that issue. I listened to the shit out of those EPs and still went into this listening to it basically front to back, loving every track as it went through. So that is the front. Again, I think I said that already, but when they were doing the EPs, they revealed a corner of each side, you know, with the final pre-order revealing the full artwork. I really like this cover. I think it's pretty dope. Not even going to try to jump into like all the symbolism in it. If people want to in the comments down below, feel free to do so. We will open her up to the inside. The CD art, I love that. Just a clock. There's nothing really behind it. You pop the CD off and it's just a white background. Then you have, you know, obviously what's left of Mayday. They started out like massive. There was a bunch of people in this group, and now it's just down to Burns, Rec, and Nominus, I think is his name, if I remember correctly. Like I said, they've had a lot of members over the years. So at some point, I imagine I will do the reviews that I need to do. But kind of right now, some of my focus is more on the future and present releases. You know, if there's some that I missed and it hits an anniversary, I'll try to squeeze that review out there. But when you go through the book, you're getting all your production notes on the tracks, your thank yous, your executive credits, and, you know, we're onto the back of that right there. So we'll get all this closed up, flip it over to the back with the track list, which is In Due Time. Minutes at Midnight.
Now we talking about divine numerology. So many dropped out, we broke down the philosophy. And every time I look around,
Make Noise.
now you're all mine and you're all live with my crew. And advise you, I'd advise you to do what I do. Make noise, make noise, make noise for me.
See You Smile.
They can't see you smile. About to rip the mask off. I'm about to hit blast off. I'm about to flick ash off and introduce it.
Hard to Leave.
Soft talking for hours. For the times we the ride feeling unannounced. You know what this about. You make it hard to leave. Yeah, I know it's easy.
Words Get in the Way.
Get in the way. Words just get in the way.
Older now, I'm bold, the night is young. Climbing up a flight of steps to find you. Blurry
Golden Hour.
In the golden hour. Lost cause, too much to lose. But I'm still running back to you. Every time you around to amuse, I get lost in a mix of your hues looking like some.
Lost Cause.
Maybe none of this was an accident. It's my fault, I'm just a passionate. You know it's such a lost cause.
All In.
Feel the need to slumber good, you leave with lots of lumps. We pop the trunk, I wish y'all fucking would.
Night till the early morning, I'll be on call if you really want it.
Let You Tell It.
No use in trying to my mind. I'll let you tell it.
You say what you want, I'll let you tell it.
Flatline.
Mama done told me all you're missing is the pain. Only thing
One eye open.
as long as one eye blink when I sleep.
We won't lie down, not now. We keep one eye open, not down.
Flowers.
Tired of fighting for my love, I just want something that's real. But maybe this is all I get until I jet.
I just want my flowers while I can.
Empty.
I feel empty. Still I'm
Trying to fill a void with illicit toys till I can't avoid my fate. Trying to not
Can't do that anymore.
take it all away, 'cause I know, no, I can't do that anymore, no.
Get there.
Even in this verse, I lost my way and felt the baseline. The destination's nothing if the journey wasn't made mine.
And foul out.
Feeling like I might just
foul out. Foul out.
Now, like I said, went into this, able to listen to it, like a good solid 3/4 of the album had already been released through the EPs, but I was fucking with every bit of it. And one of the standout tracks for me when they were doing the EPs was Golden Hour. It's kind of tied for my favorite track because I really, really like that song. But my standout tracks for this, and I'll talk a little bit about some of the other tracks that I don't talk about in my top 5. But my top 5 tracks from this are See You Smile, Hard to Leave, what else do I want to say is, let's see here. Can't Do That Anymore is pretty good. Flowers I like. And I'm going to give you my favorite track. Like I said, it's tied. So obviously I already said Golden Hour is one, but Get There is a really fucking good song. Honestly, one thing that I don't like about this album is it ending on Foul Out. I don't think that was in the right spot. I think that track needed to be closer to the beginning of the album, because when you listen to it, it's like high energy. You kind of had that wind down with Get There. Like that felt like a really good closer to the album. The vibe of it, the beat of it, just the vibe from that track was like, yo, this is a closer. I don't know where I'm going, but I'll see you when I get there. Like that to me was the album closer. And then it went right into Foul Out and was like, I'm like, whoa, what just happened to this energy? We were winding down and now we're hyping up, and it's the last track. So Foul Out, I didn't like being the last track, and in a lot of ways, because of the vibe and the mood that Get There kind of put me in, I very rarely listen to Foul Out. I feel like it just kills the mood. So I think if it was towards the beginning of the album, maybe before or after Make Noise, I think it would have vibed a little bit better, or it would have been a little more cohesive with the album. It just, to me, being the last track, it stands out in a bad way. But when they were promoting the album, they were saying that this is supposed to be kind of like a mixed bag of all the releases they've ever done. South of Fifth is more reggae style, and then you have like your good vibe shit from Future Vintage. You got more of your kind of rap styles of the self-titled Mayday album. It's exactly what they said this is what it is. It's a mixed bag. And surprisingly, I thought that would make it kind of a back and forth, hard to listen to album, but it wasn't. It actually was pretty fucking dope. I think it worked cohesively. But yeah, those are my standout tracks. See You Smile, Hard to Leave, Golden Hour, which is my favorite track. Actually, I said Flowers. I think I said Flowers was one of my top tracks. I want to say Lost Cause is actually. I want to take Flowers off. Flowers is a good song, but I'd say I like Lost Cause more. So, Lost Cause, Hard to Leave, See You Smile, Empty, I think is one of them that I said. I don't remember. There's a lot of good tracks on here that it was really difficult to come up with a top 5. There's a lot of really banging tracks on here. But yeah, I think this album is really fucking dope. like I said, it seems like not enough people fuck with Mayday. Maybe I'm not following the right people. Maybe I don't have, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. I just feel like there's more love Mayday should be getting. And again, maybe I'm not like following the right people on Twitter to see that, but it seems like they're becoming a little bit more of a cult classic. But I love them. They're good vibes. It's music that I love to just put on and vibe to, because it's just chill music. I really enjoy Mayday, and I hate that I took so long to discover them, because I also I feel like they're getting pushed to the back burner as far as Strange Music goes. You know, Strange Music is kind of focused more on like King ISO, Joey Cool, and Maze, those kind of acts like that. So I feel like Mayday's kind of maybe been put a little bit on the back burner, and maybe it's because of fan reception. Like I said, it seems like they're becoming a little bit more of having a cult following of people that really fuck with them, and not a lot of people like, yo, they're good music. Like a lot of the people that I reach out and talk to, they're like, yeah, I mean, Mayday's cool, I just don't really care for them too much. Is some of the reactions I've got. But yeah, Minutes of Midnight dropped a year ago today. This is the best time to do this review. I think it's a solid fucking album, and it was in my top 10 albums of 2021 for a reason. But if you guys have heard this album, if you like this album, tell me down below what your favorite tracks are. And if you have some tracks you don't like, tell me why you don't like them. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.